Welcome back to Dr. Josefina's Way, and I'm Laura Guttridge. First off, we'd like to thank Trish over at Blondies on Ocean for providing us with such lovely attire from her boutique.
Yes.
I just love her clothes there. They're just sexy and colorful.
Yes.
And just pink is definitely your color.
Yours too.
I even got a little ring to match the flower on my dress.
Yeah, I have to do my silver. I'm a silver girl.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Blondie.
Yes,
Trish.
thank you
Where,
very
where is
much.
the address, Laura? Where is she located?
She's on the actual address. She's on Ocean Drive. 3300 Ocean Drive, to be exact.
Beautiful place. Stop by and say hi.
Yes.
Okay, baby.
To get the greatest satisfaction and enjoyment out of life. Well, in our quest to do that, what we have to do is discover our strengths and even weaknesses and act on that.
Before we started taping, you were mentioning some kind of situations, that you're experiencing, and people who are getting the most out of their life, the least thing they will do is to be involved in somebody else's business.
Right.
Because if you're getting the most out of your life, you're not going to be concerned about how old I am, how do I look, what do I eat, where do I go. You are that's one of the points, and the lesson is that you stay focused. You stay committed to your goal. You want to do the things. So when you find people around you that they're dedicated to this gossiping and stuff like that, you really have to completely delete, eliminate them from your thoughts.
Yes.
Because these are people really that are not worthy of your time.
Yes.
Your time is so valuable, so precious, than giving that energy. No, it's great. It's much better than people criticize you that they ignore you.
Yes.
I'd rather you to criticize me. Tell me anything you want because you're paying attention to me.
Yeah, I think the worst punishment is probably, like you said, to ignore.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that always ruffles the feathers.
Exactly, because people want to be. Remember when we do those lessons in attitude, people want to be recognized, appreciated, that they count, that they are important.
Right.
If you give those 4 things to people, they're wow. But when negative people, toxic people who spend their time criticizing others, minding somebody else's business, you want to stay away from these people.
Oh,
They're
yes.
bad.
Yep, they are
evil
bad.
people.
Yes. Stay away from evil people. If anything.
Okay, so go ahead, baby.
Okay,
I just wanted to make that point.
Yes, and I'm glad you did too.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope they're watching.
Me too. See, this show is too positive for them.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
You're right. This is high consciousness.
Yes, that's discovery, self-discovery.
Absolutely.
Something, that.
And elevating yourself. You always want to improve. This is what the lesson is about. Getting the most out of your life.
Right.
It's awesome. When you're getting the most out of your life, you're always happy like you and I.
Toxic people don't want to hear about eliminating toxic people.
No,
so
exactly.
They're not going to be watching the show.
And the worst part of that, Laura, is they don't even know they're toxic.
That's
because
true.
They're familiar with that environment. They think that's normal. They don't know what is really live your life to the fullest, to your fullest potential. Like you have a life. I have a life. You have a life. So people might look at you and, resent you for that.
Yes. And just to be able to reflect on yourself and have those kinds of thoughts about your life, I mean, it does require higher thinking.
Absolutely.
It's not easy to, sit down and, analyze yourself and pick out your weaknesses and your strengths and act in a way to benefit yourself from that analysis.
And having the accountability to make the changes, because if I'm busy criticizing you, I'm wasting that time, not investing in my own salvation, my own improvement, and my own changes. No, I use that as a distraction. Baby girl, you don't get close to those people. Well, I'm not saying you during your case, but I'm talking in general.
Yes, the toxic people
no personal,
in general.
Nothing personal.
Yes, stay away from toxic people.
We always talk about that anyway.
Yeah, we do. We do. That's always been like one of the mantras with your shows. You talk about clarity of purpose, opening our minds to the quality of faith. And now, when you use the word faith, are you using it like we always define it? Like take the leap of faith. I think you're using this word a little differently. with this?
Different and the same. Because to have faith is to be like the affirmation when I said, I have an unwavering belief that if I want something to happen, I will make it happen. Then I have to have faith. I have to have faith that once I make the decision, then that thing is going to happen. It's going to manifest. So we can take faith from any perspective, from the spiritual point of view, or having faith in yourself, that you commit yourself, that you have that accountability. What were you thinking?
Well, you talk about, that it frees us from boundaries, indecision, procrastination. And I never heard those things linked with the word faith. So that's why I was saying that.
Well, that's okay. So let's talk a little bit more about that, because say that again, because I think you have a great point.
It frees us from boundaries, indecision, and procrastination.
Yes, because once I have faith, example, remember when I was in my country and I didn't have the money, I didn't have the resources to come here, all you people, some of you know my story. So what got me where I am? Faith, because I didn't believe in my boundaries. I didn't believe in my self-imposed limitations. I didn't believe in my reality at that moment. Because I had faith, then my reality was nothing in comparison with the goal ahead. See, that's the faith.
And then, once you develop that, and your mind is focused on the possibilities of achieving your goals, that's when the momentum builds and there is no stopping you.
Because you don't accept the possibility of failure. Because you have that faith, you go full blast. You trust. So it's phenomenal.
It is. And by not accepting failure in a process, that in reaction, you're accepting
success.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that makes sense to me.
We got 1 minute.
Girl. There was something I wanted to talk about. Once you train your mind, so you refuse to accept the possibilities of failure. That reminds me. When I first met Bobby, he lived a very pampered life with his parents, but then off on his own and going to college. That all he was a little tiny apartment, but I thought to myself, he is used to being pampered, so his mind has been trained to have that lifestyle, and even though he's living in this stinky little dorm, it will change and he will be successful.
Yes,
and absolutely. I was right.
And you were right.
You see my connection?
Yes. And we gotta go. Hey, remember, follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page, and baby, we have to say goodbye. Bye.
Mwah.
Please follow us.